What is going on, Don't Unfriend Me Nation? Matthew Spear and Olivia Spear, Don't Unfriend Me show live tonight. We had discussed coming on or not. I know people want news and want all that, and I don't. We're gonna have a discussion. You guys know I didn't share the photo of Donald Trump when he was arrested, his mugshot. Everyone else did. They made shirts, they profited. I refused. And I kind of have a feeling that I should do the same for this. I don't celebrate these trans shooters and white shooters or neo-fascist Nazi shooters or black power. There's all sorts. And I don't. They all have one thing in common. They're insane. And you can go digging and searching and trying to find a method to the madness, but that is just an effort in futility. And I don't know if you're going to get any answers. The conclusion and the overall tape total is that this guy was a fucking nutter. Just a complete nut. I've seen all the videos. I've already seen the transcriptions. I've read most of the journals. I've seen most of the stuff. And I will tell you, it's not going to help us at all. We'll talk about it after this, and we'll be back with you in about 3 minutes. See you then. Make sure you share and subscribe, please. That I hear most often, that I always try to help people connect the dots, is what is past is prologue. And although Shakespeare not my favorite, it's an interesting thing when you look at 1980 and the crack epidemic and what the United States government was involved in with the Contras.
No kidding.
So I don't understand why people are so shocked and they call Roseanne a conspiracy theorist. Because there's evidence in the past of the government getting involved in this, and there's plenty of books on this, and you can read this.
Here's what I think. I love your show, by the way, Matt Spear, and
Thank you, ma'am.
Just discovered you about a week ago,
ma'am.
Oh my God, this guy's a genius. The facts he can spew.
God, I love you.
You can spew fact, and that's the sign of a genius.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I appreciate you asking me that.
So you just made my life.
I do remember back when they were bringing the crack cocaine into the black neighborhoods, and that proved that the CIA was doing it because they were grooming that population, and they've been.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me show. We've got the donations up, ready to go. We're at 300 tonight. I don't know. This feels weird. I don't like doing shows during stuff like this, and it's not like I think this one hits home a lot closer because of last Sunday.
Yeah, I think so too. I've never seen you affected by it.
I just like I mean, it's emotional, sure, but I'm just pissed. I'm pissed at the stupidity. You know, I'm pissed at people who are just so myopic and can't seem to understand that this is a multifaceted problem that does not have one solution. It's all of it. Everything is involved in this conversation, from hardening soft targets to finding a way that understand is that there are certain limitations on the freedoms that we've had, that we've already have 3,000 different laws on guns. Can we also understand that the right to privacy and the right to having your medical records sealed and all of these things are absolutely important. We get it. We understand it. Yes, we know. But are we really going to sit here and say that we want people who are absolutely cravenly psychotic to have firearms? Or is this what we're saying? Is this where the buck stops here? Is our freedom of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness less important than the Second Amendment? Can we at least have the conversation? Can we at least talk about it? Do I want more gun laws? No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that we need to identify people who are absolutely effing nuts.
Yes.
And these people should not have firearms. Now, yeah, I know, but what if they say I'm nuts? Well, then maybe you're nuts. I don't know what to tell you. But I know I'm not nuts. I know I'm not on a banned flight list. I don't have a problem having a concealed carry. I don't know what to tell you. This firearm's been sitting here. That one. They're all sitting, nothing. They're not killing anybody. And if my child came into my house and wrote journal after journal and had rounds spread throughout the room and firearms and shotguns and was writing all over, you damn well I would know. So we got to start holding the parents accountable too.
Yes.
And we've got to open up institutions where people can go and not give them psychotropic drugs without any therapy. I mean, you're literally creating, I guarantee this guy was on some sort of psychotropic drug, and so are all these other shooters. They're all on psychotropic medicine. There's the consistent thing. You have a psychological issue broken in these people, and they're not giving them any counseling. They're literally just giving them mind-altering drugs. Would you throw a wrench into a spinning engine and stand there, Liv?
No.
Then why would we take something even more complex as the human mind that literally runs on chemicals and alter those chemicals and assume that it's a one-stop shop, end-all, be-all, fit-for-all solution that isn't going to have devastating consequences without therapy? I mean, seriously?
It's ridiculous.
Can we admit it? Can we just say maybe we don't know what the fuck we're doing? I understand the Second Amendment. I am a Second Amendment advocate. I would never encourage to alter the Second Amendment any more than it already is. There's 27,000 pieces of legislation right now in Washington that have the word gun in it. We don't need more legislation. What we need to do is figure out, how do we establish privacy and still maintain that psychotics don't get firearms? How do we do that? You've got to address the schools. You've got to arm the schools. We just got invited by LCPS to do what?
They're asking for parent volunteers right now to serve on committees when a piece of curriculum is challenged.
But not asking veterans to post up at a school and bring their personal firearms to protect these targets and harden them, since they won't allow us to. You know, maybe what I decide my calling is going to be is to create a 501c3 that teaches parents the laws of these schools and how far we have to be away from a school with a firearm, and post up and work on schedules and get signups for watchdog parents to go out there and have a spot where we go and we talk to security, we talk to the police, say, listen, I'm one of the watchdog parents. Here's my ID badge. We're a nonprofit. I'm staged here legally with my AR-15. I'm in public, and I'm protecting the school to the best of my ability. And I'm here, and I've got an hour and a half of my shift, and then there'll be another father to relieve me. Something needs to happen. Something needs to happen.
Yes.
We've got 1.5 million veterans, able-bodied veterans, leaving the military within the next 1.5 years. They need jobs. They have security clearances. They have background checks. They have mental evaluations. They have sit reps. If they are qualified, then give them a job. I think every single parent in America with any love for their child would pay to ensure that their children were taken care of an additional $50 a month, or maybe it's $50 a year.
A little extra in taxes, as long as we know what it's going to.
Yeah, well, that's why it can't be taxes. But if you go to the schools and you say, listen, we are going to put in metal detectors, we're going to put in, stop doors, we're going to go ahead and make sure every teacher, how about this? How about you go ahead and you just have 2 teachers, 2 of them, preferably ex-military, who are armed, and train them and have a gun in the classroom and at least harden the targets. Because I guarantee you this, and this is the absolute truth. Anybody over the age of probably 12 who was involved in that, they wanted a gun. Every person, I don't care how Christian they were, I don't care how Catholic they were, I don't care how Jewish they were, I don't care how anti-gun they are or a pacifist, every single person over the age of 12 wanted a gun. They wanted a way to fight back, and they have no way. But we need to start teaching parents the rules and the laws. Whether it's 150 feet away from a school, 150 yards with a firearm, fine. You line up right on that curb, boom. You park your vehicle, and you're locked, cocked, ready to rock. And we start putting parents back in charge of this. Because the police do an amazing job. But this person needs 1 minute. That's all he needs. 1 minute. A person who knows what they're doing with a semi-automatic rifle can go through 3 mags in a minute and be on target with their shot selection. You've got to fight back. And we've got to stop encouraging psychological degradation. And we have to stop entertaining these fucking people with their fantasies and their mental issues. I don't care if I get banned. TikTok banned me for 6 days. Transgender people are a mental fucking illness. There. Ban away. I don't fucking care anymore. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that this isn't an issue. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that you're a rainbow spotted fucking unicorn and your delusions. Because once I do that, and once I tell you that, what else do you have? You're still fucked up as Hogan's goat. It didn't fix a thing. And then you're going to go ahead and lash out in some way, shape, or form, whether it's lopping off your dick, whether it's you going in and killing people, or you unfortunately harming yourself. You need psychological help, and there's nobody around to tell you. It was Cyrillic in the manifesto, and a lot of it was wrong. How about we stop this gender affirming care, and we allow children to be children, and we remove all sexual grooming from the classrooms, all of it, every single bit of it. Human sexuality, get it out of there until they're 16. I don't want my kids learning about it. You shouldn't want your kids learning about it. We'll take care of that. We're the parents. This is not just a gun issue.
This isn't a gun issue.
It's not.
It's a mental health issue, and that's what it's been the whole time, but nobody wants to say that. Because the one thing, every single person that's perpetrated a mass shooting, the one thing in common is they all have mental illness of some sort.
Anyone who goes and kills people has a mental issue. And how can anyone say, what's the barometer anymore for being a nutso schizo? You want to fuck kids? Oh, you're a minor attracted person. You want to go ahead and hate white people? Oh, you're not a racist because you don't have power. So therefore, racism only goes one way. Reverse racism is racism in itself. There's no such thing. Hamas. The Jews, they've been asking for it. What is there any standards anymore? Are there any guidelines? You know, one of the things I appreciate about Nick Fuentes, he doesn't schedule his times to come on. Sometimes he'll come on at 3 a.m. And it's incredible. He'll get 50,000 people watching him. You know, sometimes I just want to pull the plug and just be like, fuck it, I'm not coming on tonight. And I don't. But like tonight's one of those nights where I just want to like flip the switch. I don't care about donations. I don't care about money. I don't care if we get bills paid. I'm just like, the level of stupidity out there right now on this subject, like people like Brian Krasenstein, and the talking points are out. Prayer doesn't work. That's what they're all saying. And they have no idea what prayer is for. Prayer is for it's a consolatory motion. It's not designed for wishes and dreams. The prayer is not designed as a shield that protects you as long as you say it. That's not the way it works. If you want to ask for forgiveness, that's the only guarantee, is that you may ask and you may pray on that. And if you ask and truly in your heart, you will be forgiven. That is the only guarantee that you get. Otherwise, praying is a consolatory type thing. It's to counsel you or console you. It's to make you feel better in a communal effort of people surrounding themselves in prayer to get through the tough times, to get through the storm, to get through the crops that will not grow, to get through the opposing army that's coming in to eradicate you from this planet. It's not guaranteed. It's a prayer. And yes, these kids were praying. That shouldn't be your flag in the ground. This shouldn't be the hill you die on where you say, because they were praying, there is no God. It should be, because they were praying, how can you not believe in God? How can you not find solace in something else other than your inevitable death and destruction? Because if there is evil in the world and we see it incarnate, then there has to be good. Otherwise, we could not define evil. What is that good? It is the human nature. It is our compassion. It is our soul. And if those things are innate and those things are really true, but there is no metaphysical or physical or anatomical proof of the existence of that, then there has to be something there. And if there's something there that we cannot identify, but we know the difference between right and wrong, and we understand the human conscience of compassion and love, if we understand these concepts and they're not inherited, then there has to be a reason for them. And you can't tell me that science gives you that answer. So what is it?
Facebook's down. We knew it was going to happen.
Did I get a strike?
I don't know, but Facebook's down. We can still chat. I'm still chatting with people. So we
Just hold on.
hopefully.
I hope I didn't fuck myself. I think I just fucked myself.
I don't see anything.
I hope I didn't fuck myself for just being stupid.
Well, it dropped last night and had nothing to do with us.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they're having issues again. Because Twitter, I can see it, but I can't get into the channel where I can comment. There it goes. It just took a while. There we are. Okay, so that's up.